Don't get scammed in London. So as we arrived in London, we needed to store our luggage, so we found this convenience store that offers luggage storage at a reasonable price. Then we spotted Feastables, but then we noticed that there were no price labels anywhere in this store. We asked the cashier, and brace yourself, it is £12.99 for 1 bar of chocolate. That's 6 times more than what Asda is selling it for. The moral of the story, if you walk into a store and there are no price labels anywhere, just get out. Now let's talk food. Do you think a burger and lobster would go well together? Normally I wouldn't think so. But in this case, it's perfect because the missus doesn't eat lobster. So she gets to have the burger and I get to have the lobster. If you're a lobster fan like me, you have to try the mac and cheese. It's loaded with lobster meat.
I'm into 5. I'm gonna oscillate the ting. Thoughts get lost, but I stop and take the time. I'm not offering to blink, but I run it up and operate on doctors on the sly. Cause I can sing it in my sleep. I can't think of a similarity. Refund but not given a...
If you want to feel like a kid again, or if you are simply obsessed with cute plushies, head to the 4th floor of Selfridges and check out Jellycat. You gotta admit some of the plushies are actually quite cute. And they've got the Jellycat fish and chips experience where the staff can quote unquote prepare the fish and chips in front of you and you can add salt and pepper on it. One thing about this trip is that we didn't plan everything down to the minute. We wanted to leave room for exploring and just stumbling into cool places. And that's how we found this store, packed with Harry Potter merch, plus some merch from Game of Thrones and Stranger Things. It's not an official Harry Potter shop, but honestly, the vibe is quite magical here. And stick around because later I'll show you how it stacks up against the official store. Next up is Sir John Soane's museum. This is free entry, no reservation needed. There was a bit of a queue when we got there. You're not allowed to take videos, so I only have photos to show you. But even if you could film, nothing captures the feeling of actually being there. This used to be Sir John Soane's actual home. He was an architect who collected aesthetic things. Roman, Greek, Egyptian artifacts, you name it. Oh, and just casually, there is a full-on Egyptian sarcophagus in the house from over 3,000 years ago. Wild. Then we had the best noodles in our lives at Noodle Inn. I ordered the chili oil spill knife cut noodles and the missus went with the non-spicy noodle with soup. We're just blown away. The noodles were freshly made, you could see them making it. The beef brisket, oh, so soft. Portions are massive too, so make sure you come with an empty stomach. I'm sure you've heard of the Shard and its famous viewing platform, but now there's a new and free alternative, Horizon 22. It offers a 300-degree view of London, and it's actually higher than the Shard's gallery. And since it's free, spots are limited, so book up fast. We had to reserve about 1 month in advance, and if you're visiting in the summer, you'll likely need to book even earlier. I had a craving for an acai bowl, so we walked all the way to St. Katherine Docks Marina for white mulberries. On the way, we passed by all the usual tourist spots. Now, is the acai bowl worth trying? Unfortunately, no. The acai was very runny. It's like ordering an ice cream, but the moment it's served, it's already half melted, so I wouldn't recommend it. If you want to see what good acai actually looks like, click the link above. Now, if you're into markets, London's got no shortage of them. I am about to show you one old and one new, but first we stumbled upon the official Harry Potter shop at King's Cross Station. Now, you probably already know of this famous photo spot at platform 9 3/4. We weren't about to stand in line for an hour just for a photo, but hey, you could always just run at it and hope for the best. Anyway, the shop itself is tucked right next to platform 9. And even though it's absolutely packed, it's honestly a pretty magical experience just walking through it. I heard they even sell exclusive merch, so if you're a big fan, and if your wallet is ready, it's worth checking out. If you want to soak up some sun by the canal, grab some food, and do a little shopping all in one spot, Cold Drops Yard is a great place. You can chill there for a few hours easily, and potentially a lot longer if you're at the Samsung showroom. And then if you follow the Regent's Canal a little further, you'll reach Camden Market. What you'll find there is an eclectic mix of street food stalls, arts and crafts, vintage shops, and maybe even a stolen bike resting at the bottom of the canal. Yes, it is definitely chaotic and can be quite overwhelming, but I guess that's also part of its charm. For our last meal in London, we went for some Japanese yakiniku. The ingredients were pretty solid, although they did go a little heavy on the MSG with the meats, but the matcha ice cream though, it's legit. Before you go, let me know in the comments what's your favorite spot in London. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.